Hello everyone. So today in this video, we will build a reusable task bot in Automation Anywhere, which will help us kill or force close any running application on the Windows machine. Okay. So to start with that, let's go to the Automation Cloud and we'll create a new task bot. We'll name this task bot as till kill process. Okay. The platform here is Windows because we'll be building this particular task bot for Windows platform. Okay, so once the transport is loaded, we'll start building it. Okay, so to build a transport, we will need two things. The very first thing that we will need is to use an action. So here we will be using open program. We will be using this open program and file action. I'll just drag and drop it here. Okay. And in here, we have to pass an path of an application which we will be using to kill the application. So here we will be using PowerShell to kill an application that is running currently on the Windows machine. So I will have to pass an path of Windows PowerShell application here. Okay. So to get that path, what I can do is I can go here. I can search for PowerShell. So this is Windows PowerShell that I have here. I'll right click on it and I'll click on this open file location. So this will open the location where the Windows PowerShell shortcut is stored. But I don't need a shortcut. I need a path of an actual exe file. So I'll again right click on this particular Windows PowerShell and I'll go to the open file location. So with this, I'll get that path of the exe file where the PowerShell application is stored in the Windows machine. I'll hit Shift key and right click and I'll copy this particular part as in copy as. Okay. I'll use that here. And the second thing is I have to pass in parameter. So what this parameter is, this is actually a command which will be executed once the PowerShell is open. And this command will help in closing the application that is currently running on the Windows machine. So the command here is stop process name and the name of the application. So for example, I'll open Microsoft Edge here. So currently Microsoft Edge is open in my Windows machine, right? Now I want to close or kill this particular Microsoft Edge application from the Automation Anywhere taskbar. So what I can do, first I need to capture the name of this particular application. So to capture that particular name, I can do right click. I can go to the task manager. And from the task manager, I have to, yeah, so this is my Microsoft Edge. I have just click on this expand button. And from here, you can click on any of the options here. I'll click on the first new tab and I'll go to properties. So from properties, I can copy this particular name. I don't need the extension. I only need the name of the application. So I'll just copy this name. I'll go back to the Automation Anywhere again. And here I'll pass in the name of the application. So the command is stop dash process dash space and then there is a dash which is name and again space and then the name of the application which you want to close. Okay. With all these argument values passed, I'll just save this workflow and then I'll run this workflow. Okay. Before that, I'll just close the task manager as well. Yeah. So before running this workflow, I want to show you that the Edge is currently running on the machine. So I'll start the bot run. And you will notice that the Edge will be automatically closed or force closed using that particular command. Okay. Yeah. So see that the application is closed now. So this, with the help of this particular action, we can close the application that are running. So what if you want to use this particular bot as a reusable task bot? So in that case, what we can do is we can create an argument which will be a list of type application of list of type string, which will contains the name of the application that you want to close before starting your bot execution. Okay, so I'll create a variable here which will be of type list and subtype string. Okay, the name of the variable I'll keep it as in because this is of type input list application name. Okay, I'll use this as an input. Okay, I'll create this. Now, once I have this particular variable created, I'll go and drag and drop the loop action. Okay, and in this loop, I'll just mention here a name, loop applications. Okay, and in here from the iterator, I'll select this list for each item in the list, and here I have to select the list variable. So now for each value that is for each string that is there in the list variable, I want to store that string somewhere in the variable. So I'll create another variable here, which is of type list, which is of type string list item. I'll change the type to string because I know that my particular list variable is of type subtype string. Okay. Once that is done, I'll drag and drop this open program action inside this loop. And the only thing that I need to change now is this particular value that is there in the end at the end of the command. So this will be changed to a variable. So I'll just use this list item. Okay. Once that is done, whatever the value, whatever the strings or the list of strings that are there in the list application variable name, those application will be closed one by one by running this workflow by running this loop. Okay. So just for the demo purpose, I'll just save this workflow for now. And for demo purpose, I'll keep two applications running on my system. One is Microsoft Edge and another is Notepad. Okay. So now I have Notepad and Edge both are running on my system. I'll just hit on run. I'll use or check this particular variable because this is of type input. Then I have to pass in two value here because I'm currently using two application in my automation. So I'll pass MSH and the name of the notepad is Notepad. So you can get this particular name from the task manager. So you just have to go to the task manager, then select the application for which you need the name. So currently we need it for Notepad. Yep. Right click on that application, go to properties, and from here you can get the name. Okay. So I have both the names. I'll just close task manager here. Okay. So now I'll just run this taskboard and you will notice the notepad and the Edge that is currently running will be closed once the bot is executed. Okay. See. So Edge is closed and notepad is also closed. Okay. Now, what if the applications are not running? So for example, Edge is already closed or not running and notepad is also not running. What will happen in that case? So suppose if I execute this bot when the applications are running, in this case also we will not get any exception on the taskbar. Anyway, that particular exception will be thrown in the PowerShell, but it won't be captured in the dashboard. So even if the applications are not running, the bot will still execute. Okay, and it now. I'll just cancel this. Anyway, the bot execution has completed. So like this, you can use this particular task bot in your automation workflow whenever you want to kill any application which is involved in your automation before starting the bot process. Thank you for watching.